We're going to start a series on mindset, the mindset of what you need to flip, which is the wholesale or rehab properties in the New York area, New York City area. So mindset is a funny thing. You know, we've been to a few of these gurus, seminars, and when they talk about mindset, I usually tuned out. I was like, I don't need help with mindset. I want to make millions of dollars and I'm committed. I don't need help with mindset. But mindset's really important, and most of the gurus, good and bad, will talk about mindset and what you need to have in mind when you do this. And without a doubt, the people that what separates the successful people from the non-successful people is what they thought. Really, what you think. If you think you can do this, like Henry Ford said, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So we're going to go through a few different parts of what mindset you need to flip properties in New York and why it's important. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is something that I haven't heard anybody else talk about, and that's the mindset of understanding that real estate is really a commodity, and we're in a time today, an amazing time to do what we do, where it's as close to liquid as possible. So here's what I mean. Two things to think about. In the past, when you had a property for sale, there was no way for anybody to find it unless they opened up a newspaper, saw it, and came to see it. If it had a problem, it might be very, very tough to sell, and maybe no one would find it, even if it was priced very well. Today, it's really a function of price. And what I mean by that is any house will sell for a price, any house, and that's in large part due to technology and communication we have. So, for example, someone who's in another country or another continent can easily understand that if a property is selling cheap enough, even if it has lots of problems, it's still worth buying and he'll find something to do with it. So that's one example. And the second example really applies to me and my partner. When we first started doing this 6 years ago, we said things like, we'll never buy a property with less than 3 bedrooms. We'll never buy a property with less than 2 bathrooms. Okay, that was stupid. We said something like, we'll never buy a property on a busy street. Okay, inevitably 2 years later we bought something on a busy street and we made money on it. All these things, especially if they can be comped out. I mean, if you're new to this, then you really need to be able to comp it out. But if we see a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom home and there are comps, then we know what it's worth. Everything is a function of price. So what I mean by that is you may go into a house and it stinks and it's the worst house you ever saw. I mean, we continue to say this is the worst house we ever saw because we see worse and worse houses. There's a price for it. It's a function of price. The land has value. In our area in Nassau County, a lot of the places, even not even the greatest places, builders will pay $180,000 or $200,000 for the lot. You can have the worst house ever. You can buy it at $120,000. You're going to make good money on it. You have to have that mindset. It can't be like, I don't like this. I don't like ranch houses, or I don't like split levels. I don't like stairs. I hear these things from other people who do what we do all the time. And I'm thinking, who cares what you like? This is a business, and you have to have the mindset that whatever you're going to buy, there are buyers out there for it. You just need to figure out how much they'll pay. Everything is a function of price, and real estate really has become a commodity in the 21st century. That's part of the mindset you need to have. And we're going to talk about all the other parts of the mindset you need to have to do this sort of successfully in New York and why they all are very important.